Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Podcast, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Let's get a look at some of the stocks on the move today. I'm Paul Sweeney along with Nora Melinda, and we're joined by Bloomberg News cross-asset reporter Denitsa Sakova. Denitsa, what are you looking at today?
Let's start with the banks and Goldman first. So banks are gaining in pre-market on Monday. Obviously, the stress test results came out late on Friday, but they're really good, and the banks passed with a strong margin. Why Goldman is up the most among the banks? Citi is saying that Goldman is the big winner. They passed the stress test, and that buffers everyone is looking at. Their improvement was much larger than expected. The stock is up 2%. The ticker, of course, is GS. The optimism is not just Citi. We have RBC raising their target. This year, the test has been a little bit less rigorous. Some of the requirements have been lower, and that can actually lower capital requirements, which would likely boost dividends and share buybacks. There is a lot of optimism for the industry. We had a note from Mike Meyer recently saying that deal making has been strong. We've had elevated interest rates. Obviously, regulation is loosening. So banks have been doing quite well. Goldman just hit a record high last week and is up 20% year to date. So very strong performance.
And Citi, I mean, even Citi's up 20% year to date. So, I mean, that's finding some legs. They're up 34% over the last 12 months. So that's been a beat down stock forever.
Yeah, speaking of Citigroup, they actually said that Goldman is the best position to benefit from the deregulation. And really the stress test, they're saying that it shows that it's a clear demarcation that regulation is becoming less onerous, less volatile, and more transparent. So, of course, this is a good boost for banks here. But what's going on at Circle?
For sure. Continuing with deregulation, we're going to talk naturally about stablecoin. Circle was actually down in pre-market trading. It comes after JPMorgan initiated coverage, but it actually gave an underweight recommendation. It cited valuation that is way beyond the comfort zone. The ticker is CRCL. But the stock is now up about 5%, which I think talks about how resilient this newly IPO'd company has been. Just an incredible rally. Stock is up about 500%. The IPO is 168%. I have so many three-digit numbers I can quote to you. It just never ends. But going back to JPMorgan, they see the risks of rising competition. Circle will still do well, but the price target they place is $80. The stock is currently trading about 187. So really big downside there. Barclays actually is more optimistic. They have overweight rating. We have all those legislation moving through Washington. So we have a friendly crypto administration for now. So overall, things are going well for the company, up 500% year to date since the IPO.
I mean, $31 IPO price. Just amazing. All right, one more.
Yeah, Disney, much smaller rally there, up 1% today. The ticker is DYS. It's coming off an upgrade at Jefferies. There is a lot of optimism, seeing limited risk for slowdown, more positive upside to cruise. They also have a new boost from Epic Universe, its own new park in Central Florida. They have new exciting releases like Avatar 3 that are expected to boost revenue. We also had an upgrade, not upgrade, but higher target from Guggenheim Securities. So there is a lot of optimism about the stock, overall, the business more broadly. And Disney is up 11% year to date, which is a very strong start of the year.
The Stock Movers Podcast from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.